Well, then in my bourbon night glass, I will do Pikesville.
So
and in
will
my
I.
drink more bourbon glass, I will do Rare Breed.
So will I.
Great. What a perfect idea.
Battle of the century here. This is also an uncorking. And we've done an uncorking of Pikesville, but it was a long time ago.
I was just going to do some super chats real quick before we do
yeah! What a cork pop. Whew. Good start.
Every time, okay, this is so super lame, but from Guardians of the Galaxy in the first one, when Rocket gets his, like, when they're in the jet.
Yeah.
Every time there's a good cork pop, I just want to play that.
I've always wanted to say this.
Okay.
It's Bourbon Night Uncorking was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Pikesville, Rare Breed.
Rare Breed.
Left,
Pikesville, Rare Breed.
Same order.
Both
same.
rise. 112.2, 110.
51%, 51%.
Yeah.
I want to do the Pikesville first.
Okay. A fresh crack of Pikesville. This cracked Friday, so pretty, it aired on Friday.
Aired on Friday, cracked last weekend?
Yeah. Monday.
I can't remember what day.
So it's had a little bit more time to open up, but yeah.
Talk to me, Pikesville.
It's got a little bit of that winter mint. Ever since, I wish I could remember who said it, but said when talking about high rise, which this is not, but when talking about high rise, I say pine needles. Ever since that was in the chat a couple weeks ago, I'm like, yeah, pine needles. That's just a great descriptor.
Oh, that smells so good. It's got like a chocolatey note that I don't remember the Rare Breed having, but anywho, let's just sip.
It's like a okay. No, you go ahead.
I didn't. I waited. Go.
Well, I was just gonna say, it smells like a higher rye, but also like a high rye bourbon.
Yeah, that's what I love about Pikesville. Is it almost feels like the best of both worlds.
But man, oh man. Okay. Yeah. There it is. So good. There it is.
I think I like Pikesville bottles once they've been open for a little. So maybe this isn't.
Well,
we might have to do this again in the future blind.
Oh no. It's one of those weird ryes. You can also say this about bourbons, that it feels it's proof, if so 110, but yet it's really approachable, and it's sort of
100%.
It's kicking your ass while still taking it easy on you. So it's like you got a kick me sign, and they're just kind of like, ha 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 ha, McFly.
So it hurts, but you like it?
Took it in a different direction. I was going for a nice, wholesome Back to the Future reference.
I see. Okay, my bad. Back to the Future is not wholesome. His mom's trying to sleep with him the whole time.
She doesn't know it's her son from the future. Would you?
I don't know. I guess she's attracted to her genes.
Yeah. But then she said it's like kissing my brother. So
It's true.
Yeah, it works out. And that's the plot of Back to the Future, if you're just joining us. But you know what I mean? It's like, it's not messing around. It is 110, but it's not like a Stag Junior, which I know is a lot higher in proof, but it's like you gotta pace yourself and like kind of stand back and not look at it too hard, or it might explode. Again, that best of both worlds. I think we should do a little, second taste.
I just did it.
Okay.
Yeah. The slight bits of, the rye showing itself in there, but like you said, I think it is a bourbon lover's rye, or it's just barely a rye, it feels like.
It has more of a baking spices
than I remember.
I think it's probably because
it's a new bottle. That's what I said.
It opens up, it changes.
Yeah. I tend to prefer it with a little bit after it's been open a little bit. But I still love Pikesville.
Yeah.
Oh, and apparently it was Rye of the Year, number 2 World Whiskey of the Year.
That's right.
By, Jim Murray. But that was 2016.
And 2015 double gold.
Oh, that nose is so good too. It's very different though. I think it's got more of a fruity note.
I'm getting more of a nose on the Pikesville, I'll say that.
I get more of just this weird, but that's like herbal notes that you get from the rye that we were talking about before.
Yeah.
And even like a strawberry jelly. That's super weird, but so weird.
No, I'm with you. I get less of the rye.
Jelly. It smells
jelly?
It smells like jelly.
Okay.
I didn't get that before.
I get less of the rye on the Rare Breed. Smell-wise, like that.
Now all I can smell is jelly.
Okay, jelly donut maybe, because there's some sweetness in there. But I'm ready to drink. But
I think it has a little bit more. I mean, it's a little bit higher proof, but I think it has more rye spicy.
Yes.
on the end. Yeah,
Wasn't getting on the nose, totally getting on the palate.
for sure.
What is it
I
exactly?
still strangely get like a fruit jelly in there with the spices and everything. So weird.
Okay.
Maybe I just want jelly.
I think it's an allspice kind of bordering on a clove. I mean, you do get the barrel more in this one, I feel like. And it brings more of the heat. 2 sips of this, it wasn't exactly giving the hug.
The finish
1
is-
sip of this, it's straight hug.
And the finish is going.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be really hard. I hate to be the times when I'm like, well, it really comes down to your personal preference because blah blah. I don't think that's very helpful. But I also think that this is fun. I mean, if you wanted to, in the future when you can host friends, this would be a really fun fight night. Bourbon fight night or rye fight night. For less than $100. If you had everybody chip in $10, you could get both of these bottles, drink on them all night, do a versus, have people vote. It would be fun.
True. I like it. It sticks around. I'll tell you what, the rye breed. The rye breed sticks around, and it works, apparently. Hey, we just wanted to pop in here real quick to tell you guys about our home on the internet. It is whiskeyambitions.com. It's where you can get things such as t-shirts, like the one I'm wearing, Glencairns, water glasses, rocks glasses, challenge coins, and more always coming soon. That's whiskeyambitions.com.
You can visit patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our Patreon community for as little as $1 a month. We do Patreon-only podcasts, we do after the episode exclusives, and more, always coming to you there.
That's right. All right, back to the episode. Man,
They're both rich, too.
this one's reading more rye.
It definitely reads more rye. Agreed.
Nose on this one's gotten better since we've...
Wait, where are you? You're back to the Pikesville.
Back to the Pikesville.
Okay.
Gotta say, I like the nose of the Pikesville the best between the two.
I have to agree with
Yeah.
you. They're both good, but the Pikesville, it's just...
It's less just rye spices, and you're also getting some sweetness and a
little char,
little
chocolate.
barrel, little berry. This one you're really getting the rye and the
and
barrel.
jelly.
And jelly, apparently. I don't think you're ready for this jelly, Sarah.
Okay. Things I did not expect to hear from Chad today.
Going back to the Pikesville, I'm liking it more now. I do think it's opened up in this little bit of time in the glass, and that has helped it. This is Sophie's choice. Let's get that right.
I still feel what I said in the episode, which was this will be the whiskey of fall 2020.
You did say that.
I do really, really, really like this. It is neck and neck. Personally, overall experience considered, nose, mouthfeel, all the flavors, the finish. This one has a killer finish though. But all the flavors and everything for me on an everyday basis, I have a choice. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for this jelly.
It's the Pikesville.
Okay.
So close.
I've not rendered a verdict yet. I'm deliberating.
I think we need to do this blind because it is so close. And I think that we need to do it blind once both of these have been open for a bit. So like at this level, on both of them for a little while.
Let's just
That's
toss
the only
in
way.
2 more and call it a flight fight.
Okay. No 95.5 ryes for this flight.
Yeah.
It's got to be a barely legal rye flight fight. Is there enough? Can we do it?
That sounds scandalous. Barely legal.
It'll make great.
Rye flight fight.
It's clickbait.
That's clickbait. Click here for some barely legal
Who is-
rye flight fight.
Raise your hand if you're surprised that I picked Pikesville. Nobody.
I mean,
No one.
a little bit. I didn't think it was gonna be so, I didn't think it was gonna be a first round KO.
But if I break it down into nose, palate, mouthfeel and flavors and all the balance and everything, and finish, I would say the rare breed wins the finish category.
It goes for days.
But for me, the Pikesville does better, just slightly better in all the other categories. And that is why I gave it to Pikesville.
I think the Pikesville is more of your everyday. You're gonna be more in the Heaven Hill mood, the Pikesville mood. Let me know if you've already said this.
A little, but it's okay.
Because I check out sometimes.
I know.
And I feel like the rare breed is going to be more of I'm really in that rare breed I feel like this is, out of 10 times, this is probably 7 or 8 times. And the rest of it is rare breed. Ergo, thusly, I think I have to give it to Pikesville as well.
But I just now went back again, and now I don't know.
Should we do a recount?
No.
Let's put a little bit more in our glass, set it off to the side, go on to the rest of the show.
Perfect.
At the end of the show, bring them back. Welcome back to the Uncorking. Pikesville, you do not do us wrong.
You don't do wrong.
You open up really well, and you share well with others.
It does. It really does.
One more of Pikesville.
But it is more like
Bourbon.
a bourbon. So if you want a rye, then maybe I don't know.
I feel like if you want to, I don't know. It's like, what's your favorite pizza? Well, qualify it. We talking, thick crust or thin crust? New York or Chicago,
Depends on my
Detroit
mood.
style. Two different things. You can't say I like this place better. You have to say I like this place better in the category up. And I feel like 51% barely legal ryes and 95.5s or 100% ryes are two different categories. So, I can't say when you're feeling a rye, you should grab a whistle pig or whatever, because you have to be feeling a rye and feeling a 100% rye. Or
Right.
a 95.5, grab a new riff or something like that.
Yeah.
Barely legal, basically tasting like a high rye bourbon, more like, like a Four Roses or whatever. Pikesville is really tasting that way. The rare breed, yeah, you get more of a rye taste, even though it's this, same percentage of rye. Okay.
I do think that the time helped me make my decision. Or, shall I say, reinforced my decision. I'm more, where I was very slightly leaning, maybe I was 5% leaning Pikesville before. I'm maybe now like 10%, maybe 8%. I don't know. I'm more leaning Pikesville. Still like them both. Think they're both great. Would have anyone on, different occasions. If it's a chilly fall day and we're out by a fire or at a tailgate, I'm probably going to go for the rare breed rye because I think it feels
Well, it's a 2020
It's part of the
whiskey
whole
of the fall.
fall.
Yeah.
It's part of the atmosphere, but
I agree. It's Pikesville. It's Pikesville, not by a length, not by furlongs.
it was a photo finish.
It's by a nose, but it is Pikesville. And going back to this after they both sat for 20 minutes in the glass just reinforces. Gotta echo what you said. When you're in the mood for more of a rye, you're gonna reach for the the rare breed. If you want a little bit more fire in your chest, reach for the rare breed. If it's a crisp fall evening, you're gonna reach for the rare breed. I feel like it would be more appropriate. All around. Again, like I said, 7 out of 10 times.
I would pick that.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep. Okay. Well, there's that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that uncorking lifted from one of our live shows. I know we did.
If you want to catch the show live and participate in the chat, you can join us on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. Make sure you are subscribed so you get those reminders about that. In fact, if you haven't subscribed already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's also suggestions of other videos right down here. We hope to catch you over there in those. Until then, thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. Drink more bourbon.